right, just to let you guys know, it won't be a long stream. I have a killer headache, had it all day, and it's really bothering me. But I wanted to get this out there. I might be sipping on some water too because that helps out a little bit. I am joined by Flying Rich, and originally the super chat goal for 10 goals was set at $50, and I was trying to do it to say if we get 10 super chats of $5 or more, that Rich will shave his head, but apparently,
I mean, it's tough to tell, but there's still, annoying hair there that has to be cut.
well,
But yeah, I'll shave.
But apparently they wouldn't let me do that.
I mean, I'll break out the razor and shave my whole head.
No, but YouTube wouldn't let.
Really?
Yeah, apparently you can't agree to shave your head. But we're going to be talking about what is going on in the rare breed saga with the super safety.
Did you say greed or breed?
I said breed.
Oh, okay.
The rare breed has went to court in Tennessee against Timothy Hoffman of Hoffman Tactical and got a restraining order. Steven Stambolia, check him out at 2A Law on YouTube. He did an awesome breakdown of it, but they got a temporary restraining order against the super safety. So Tim Hoffman cannot share his documents. He has to take down from Odyssey. He's not allowed to sell super safety or anything like that. This is a temporary restraining order. It is not a permanent restraining order. But in order to get a temporary restraining order, you have to be likely to succeed on the merits of the case, which means the judge might think that rare breed is likely to succeed on the merits of the case.
But didn't they have to put up a bond?
Yeah, they have to put up a bond. So basically, I think it's like a $20,000 bond. So,
and how does that work? What's that do?
Well, if the judge goes back and decides, well, I shouldn't have issued a temporary restraining order, the money would go to Hoffman. Usually that doesn't happen, though, so I wouldn't expect that to happen.
So, I had talked to, should I say, a representative of Tim Hoffman, and I was told that Tim is incurring legal costs, and it would be helpful if people bought product like kits from the site. So I dropped the link.
You shared it in the chat, and it has gun parts, which violates the YouTube terms of service. Thank you, Rich.
Well, I don't know what they are, but it's some little parts.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, don't do that. On my other channel, it looks like it's already taken down, but whatever.
Are you serious?
Yep.
The fudge.
Yeah, if I don't do that. But yeah, so he has a temporary restraining order, so he has to remove it. If you want to find, if people really wanted to find the super safety, it's out there everywhere. So this isn't really going to stop the signal at all. This is just going to peripherate it a little bit more.
But don't you think there's what they call the Streisand effect?
Yes. You want to explain that?
So Barbara Streisand was like, stop publishing photos of my house. And then everybody wanted to see what her house looked like and see photos of her house. So it made the house pictures all the more popular. So in YouTube world, we often talk about not feeding the troll. And that's precisely what Streisand did. And so if you say, hey, take down all of these super safety files, you still can find them out there, but not under Hoffman Tactical, wherever Hoffman complied with the takedown order, but they're still out there.
Yeah, you won't give off the judge.
Yeah, definitely don't piss off the judge. That's a key element of any court. I so here's the thing that bothers me is that they got a TRO and they got DeMonico was so certain he was going to put up 20K of that he would forfeit if he didn't win.
No. It's different if he didn't win. If the judge reverses themselves.
Oh, but so now it's a temporary restraining order. It's a restraining order for 14 days. And
Yes.
basically, so he didn't have to put up 20K. He's obligated, is what you're saying.
Yeah. He
Oh,
had to take out a bond of 20K.
okay, bond. All right.
Of 20K. So in 14 days, either they're going to have some type of hearing and decide more. Usually, when there's a TRO, things move kind of quickly, or the judge, if can extend the TRO,
Uh-huh.
but it will
And
be reviewed in 14 days. The TRO has a sunset of 14 days.
and it's possible, they could find one way or the other in 14 days. It's possible that they say, hey, we need another 10 days, 14 days to figure this stuff out.
Correct.
Now, and I hate, I like Steven Stambolier. He's a super smart guy. He keeps saying I'm not a patent attorney, which I understand. I wish we could talk to a patent attorney about stuff because it's frustrating to me that the Hoffman Tactical Super Safety is a completely new animal. It's a completely new species. It shares nothing with any of the FRTs that are, prior art. And how can they come up with that, this infringes on the patent other than the end result is a trigger resetting? That's the only similarity between them.
Yeah. So it looks like they're trying to push it for an action instead of method.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll have to see what happens in this. That's just my opinion. But we're gonna get out of here. Like I said, it was gonna be a short video. How much is this from the ATF settlement? I would say honestly none,
I was going to say the same.
because the ATF settlement only involves the 223 patent, and they're going after a bunch of other patents.
And I guess what's amazing to me is if I was a company, and there's many other companies building a Hoffman Tactical Super Safety and selling them, I would hope that they would be like, hey man, let me pay something to honor the inventor, because I think that's the only reasonable thing.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens.
In FGM has a good statement. In that case, Ford can shut down Chevy and Dodge.
Yeah. It's crazy. All right, guys, that is it. And just remember, in a 9-0 Supreme Court decision, the Supreme Court said if the police think that you are going to commit suicide, they can come into your house and shoot you without a warrant. But that's a story for another day. Don't want to get into that. But 9-0. And see you guys later.